Well, welcome everyone to this 20-minute presentation. My name is Carlos, and I've been asked if I could put together a short presentation on the concept of BETPLAY365. But before I do so, like I said, I'd like to welcome all of those of you listening in today for this presentation. I know that many of you are excited because you've heard from me that this is something that I think could be not only profitable, but also a lot of fun. Those of you who knows me and knows a little bit of my story knows that I started in the industry of affiliate marketing, referral marketing, or network marketing, or whatever you want to call it, around 19 years ago. And the business I started in 19 years ago was actually very similar to the business opportunity I am going to present to you today. However, today I'm going to be presenting to you a business opportunity that is on steroids compared to the business that was introduced to me 19 years ago. Those of you that doesn't really know the story, I actually got involved in gaming and gambling over the internet. A portal that was offering sports betting, casinos like roulette, poker, blackjack, and lottery tickets. And I stayed with that company for 2 years. I ended up making 200,000 euros. During those 2 years, my upline, the people that actually introduced me to the business, they made millions and millions and millions in the business in itself. And I remember when I got started, nothing was actually ready. There was only a lottery ticket, an internal lottery ticket that was made available to its players and the distributors that was actually referring or recommending the business to other people. After about 15 months, they rolled out some simple versions of roulettes, casino, poker, blackjack, etc. And they were pretty good for being 20 years back. But today, those of you who are a little bit familiar with the gaming industry, if you use your mobile phone for games of skill, or if you use online casinos, you know that they're very well advanced. And the company that I will be presenting to you today, they uses the world's leading online casinos and betting platforms. So I'm very happy to share this with you. I'll also share with you that I've been actually retired from the industry of network marketing for the last 3 years. And when I was actually introduced to this opportunity about 12, 14 days ago, I didn't necessarily look at it with the biggest eyes at the moment being, but I always see in times of crisis, which we are in right now, a lot of people, they're not allowed to leave their homes. They're in lockdown in different countries around the world. They're being made redundant because they're in the travel industry, so they lose their jobs. So people are now forced to be at home. And what I did a couple of weeks ago, I actually looked up on opportunities of where could I actually leverage from when everyone else becomes depressed and when everyone else looks negatively at the world. I try to do the exact opposite. So I did a simple Google search, and I discovered that out of 4 or 5 different things that people were now focusing more on, was that people are actually getting into quarrels or fights at home because of the current situation. They're not used to being that much together. 2 was they were actually practicing at making babies, which of course is a positive. So it'll be good to see how many babies we'll see from this crisis over the next couple of years. And number 3 was actually buying and downloading games on the internet or to your mobile phone, and even hard games such as, card games, Monopoly games, chess, or or even backgammon games, etc. And that was actually sold through record heights through Amazon and eBay. And then number 4 was sports equipment, because nowadays all gyms are closed, fitness centers can't be open anymore because of hygienic reasons, and they don't want any of their clients to become contaminated with the virus that's going on out there. So people, they started buying a lot of gym equipment. So I looked at this opportunity when it was presented to me, and I actually kind of started thinking, what is it that people, they do when they're at home? Well, from the research that I actually just told you about, was that one of them was staying at home, playing games, downloading games, and maybe share it with family and friends. And some people even like to bet. So I figured this is probably the best opportunity I've ever seen in a timing in which we are. So I decided to take upon a contractor assignment, being an independent contractor or consultant to this company. And I happen to know the person that's actually running this casino in the background from 19 years back, because we both were distributors in that company that I mentioned here in the beginning. Anyway, without any further introduction of me or my background, let me give you a short overview of BETPLAY365, which consists of sports betting, poker casino, and different kinds of lottery. So in terms of the casino itself, they have world-class casino games. They have over 1,000 different games that a person could choose from if they like to go online and play on their platform. Anything from slots, baccarat, roulette. They even have live dealer games and global lotto games, which I'll touch on here later on in the presentation. There's even a welcome bonus, like there are most of the times when you visit an online casino. If you want to put in $100, then you get $200, etc. And of course, same thing with BETPLAY365. So you deposit 100 euros, you get 200 euros. You deposit 500 euros, you get 1,000 euros. You know, the good thing about these game portals is that they're open 24/7. And there's also even tournaments, so that you don't necessarily always have to play against the house, but you play against other players as well. And you have cash tables from as low as 1 euro cents per game, okay? Sportsbook is probably one of the biggest industries out there. Can you imagine playing, or betting on a football game between Barcelona and Milan as an example? Now, of course, nobody's playing soccer or football nowadays because of the current situation, but you can imagine what's going to happen once we get over that period, when people, they go back and placing their bets on their favorite football teams. But it doesn't just have to be football teams. It could be cricket, American football, basketball, tennis, even golf. So there's also a sportsbook welcome bonus, same thing as they offer for their casino games, and lotteries. Now, look, how many do you actually know that plays lotto or that buys a lottery ticket on a weekly or a monthly basis? Well, I happen to know quite a few. I'm not the big gambler myself, but I do know that lots of people out there are wishing to get a better future. They want to become rich. They want to win the big jackpot in lotto, right? So they end up buying lotteries in their home countries or in other countries, so they try to buy them online. But most of the times they buy it in their home city or their home countries. Well, here, this company offers an internal lottery where it costs 10 euros per week. There's 365 weekly winners, and there are 5 different price levels where 80% of whatever comes in goes into the prize pool. And of course, the rest is shared between the company and their distributors who chooses to recommend this lottery to other players and distributors who take part of this opportunity. But also, there's a global lotto game where you can actually buy lottery tickets from the US Powerball, which is one of the bigger ones, the California Super Lotto. Even those of you who may have heard of El Gordo from Spain, you can even play on that one. So you can buy the lottery tickets that you prefer to buy, and maybe not all of the lottery tickets are available, but most of them are, okay? And also they have an internal stock market game, and this is a really exciting game, because I remember when I was joining this company 19 years ago, they had something similar, not as advanced as this and not as graphically nice as this, but here you actually have it's like you trade on the stock market, but it's an internal stock market game, so it doesn't go outside of the platform. So it's actually the players and the distributors, or the ones that refer this game to others, that play against one another, okay? And I'll explain to you a little bit more here in one of the next few slides coming up. But you can see this is actually how it would look like. So it looks just like a stock market game. And if you are a little bit of a strategic trader and you know a little bit about trading, you can actually use those skills in these games, because it's just like any normal stock market, but it is a game. All right. So like I said, I'll touch a little bit more. I don't want to go into too much of the details in terms of how you actually play this game, because you'll learn fast enough how it will work. But there's a lot of people who say, so how can I actually start playing, or how can I become a distributor with this company? Well, there's different ways of how you can pay for your package. One way is using cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, but you could also use your Visa, MasterCard, your JCB card, UnionPay, or even American Express to pay to get started and use the games out there, or to also buy your play packages and become a distributor. How do you actually withdraw money? Well, you could do that both as a player and as a distributor, where you could apply for either a MasterCard, UnionPay card, or a Diners Club card. You have to pay for that, but you can apply for one of those cards. It will be sent to you. The good thing is it has unlimited amounts of withdrawals on it. Taking that, of course, you can't overdraw the cards because it's not a credit card, okay? Good thing about this system is that distributors that get set up, they will actually get their own IBAN bank account where they can keep their money, or they can transfer their earnings to any other bank account in the world using the wire system. Or, like I said, you could also withdraw it using one of these cards based upon you applying for it. All right. So just a little bit, what's the difference between a player and an affiliate? Well, a player, first of all, you sign up for free. You can play all the different casino games, lotto games, sportsbook, but you cannot earn on referring other people to the house. Okay, so what you probably all heard, the house always wins. So wouldn't it be better than to be part owner of the house, where you actually become an affiliate? Well, it's your choice, but you know, you could actually upgrade, of course, as a player to become an affiliate. But when you purchase one of the affiliate packages, you can then refer players and affiliates, and you earn bonus on all your personal sales, and you also earn bonuses from the entire network. You will also be, of course, allowed to play the PlayDAX game, which is only reserved for its members. In other words, its affiliates, and you get your personal referral link. All right, so these are the different packages that you can get started with if you'd like to become a distributor and refer this to other friends and family members. So you can get a standard package costing you 100 euros. You get a couple of lottery tickets. You get a little bit of money that you can play in the casino on the PlayDAX. And you also have the advantage, which gives you, where you pay 500 euros, you get 4 lottery tickets. You get a little bit more money to play in the casino, as well as in the PlayDAX. And with the Prestige, you pay 1,500 euros and you get 6 lottery tickets. You get more money to play in the casino games and the PlayDAX, as well as you can see that there are different limitations to what you can do with each package. So those of you who are familiar with the binary system, which I'll show you here on the next page, just means that you have 2 teams where you would place your players and your fellow affiliates. You can then earn either 5, 8, or 10%, depending on the package that you choose from your weaker team. Okay, you have a left team, you have a right team. Also, there's an additional package, which is a promotional package, which has more advantages, but I'm not going to show that in this presentation, which is costing 5,000 euros, but it's limited, and only X amount of them will be sold. And I believe that many of them already been sold. So those of you interested in that will need to get back to the person who introduced you to this presentation. With BetPlay365, you can earn all kinds of different bonuses. You will earn every time someone in your team either buys a lottery ticket that's internal or buy an external lottery ticket from the lotto games worldwide. Every time someone plays the casino, every time anyone plays poker, or place a bet in the sportsbook. So you can see that anything and everything that happens on the portal. And if you are an affiliate, you will be earning commissions from that. Okay? So I can tell you this, because of my experience 19 years ago, I know that this is a marketing model that truly pays you for what you're worth. What does that actually mean? Well, the more you do, the more you get. But in order to get what you always wanted, you need to be able to do what you've never done, right? So there may be people out there who says, well, I'm not a gambler, I'm not a player. Well, guess what? We're in the same boat. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be stupid and say, I don't believe that the house doesn't win. Well, I do believe the house wins, but in order for me to set up my own casino, it's going to cost me too much money. It's going to be too much hassle. So that's why I think it could be better to piggyback on something that is up and running. This is working. This is groundbreaking because they've just launched. So obviously, those of you who've been in the industry before of network marketing understand that preferred positioning is obviously something that is good, and the earlier you start, the greater is the opportunity for you as well. Doesn't mean that starting 2 years down the line, you're not going to be making as much money. Well, you have the chance of doing exactly that too. However, I believe that being a pioneer gives you certain advantages, all right? You know, the power duplication is very simple, very basic. You know, you introduce two friends or people that are interested in being part of the house, and you teach them to do the same. And over a period of 12 weeks, you could end up having 4,096 people. And this may sound crazy. We could even break it down to a year. And then, you know, you'd have the same amount of people in 1 year that would play in your casino. Because when you become an affiliate, you kind of become a franchisor here. You have your own little casino here. And isn't it better that all of those people that you know that would normally buy lottery tickets and love to play online games, they were actually playing on your portal so that you can actually earn a little bit of money on it? Well, I bet you do. So a little bit on direct bonuses. For those of you who'd like to participate and refer this to other people, you will earn 5% direct bonus from all the packages that you personally sell in your network. So in other words, if you sell a standard package, you're going to earn €5. If you sell a prestige package costing 1,500 euros, you'll earn €75. If you sell a 5,000 euro package, well, you'll earn 250 euros. Okay, so there's the binary system. Very simple. You have a left team, you have a right team, and let's say you started with a prestige package costing 1,500 euros, and let's say you have 10,000 points, because each package gives a certain amount of points. And to make it very easy to understand, €1 equals 1 point. So it's very simple. So if you have, let's say you have 10,000 points on your left team and you have 5,000 on your right team, then you get paid 500 because you earn 10% as in the binary as a prestige affiliate. Okay, binary bonuses are paid out every Monday early, well, depending on where you are in the world. So here are the ranks and the rewards. You can start as a member, just signing up, and then by introducing someone in your left team, someone in your right team, you become qualified and you become a bronze, and you are then eligible to start earning commissions in the binary plan. And this goes all the way up to something called the black diamond. And you need to have certain requirements in terms of volume. and you need to develop leadership within your team. But you can see here, the weekly binary cap, for those of you who are familiar with what I'm talking about, is very high. Up to 200,000 euros per week in binary cap. And some of you may say, well, that's not possible. Well, I can assure you it's possible, because I've done it in the past, not with this company. And I have friends listening on to this webinar that's done it as well. So we know this is fully possible, but of course, it depends on what kind of goals you set yourself and where you want to reach, all right? Matching bonuses starts generation 1 up to 5, depending on what rank you have. From gold all the way up to black diamond. So from gold, you get 1 generation of matching bonus, and as a black diamond, you get 5 generations of matching bonus. They also have a leadership pool. I'm not going to go into the details of this, but essentially they set aside X amount of percentage to the leadership pool, which they share with the higher ranks, those who actually are ready to roll up their sleeves and make some good money, okay? Bonus distribution, commissions are paid out in the following week. 60% of all commissions earned are paid to your cash account that you can transfer or take it out on your card, withdraw with your debit card. And 40% of all your bonuses or all your commissions will go into the PlayDAX system. So like I explained earlier, the PlayDAX system is a virtual stock market game. All of the 40% that you earn from commissions will need to stay inside of the stock market game for 30 days. After 30 days, you can choose to keep them in there because you believe that the stocks are going to go up in value. Remember, this is a game, but it is like real. The psychology is real. Or if you choose to withdraw it because you want to sell your shares in the stock market game after 30 days, you may do so. All right? Like I said, member rewards are paid out every Monday. Depending on where you are in the world, it could even be paid out a little bit earlier than Monday as well. Well, actually, Sunday. So general qualification requirements, very simple. If you want direct bonus, binary bonus, matching bonus, or PlayDAX bonuses, you need to have a lottery ticket. That's an internal lottery ticket on a weekly basis that will allow you to win in the internal lottery, okay? And then you have different other requirements. For all of them, you need to be a minimum of a standard member. If you have referred 2 paid members, one on the left, one on the right, you are eligible to earn binary bonuses. And if you achieve the gold rank or higher, you are eligible to earn matching bonuses. All right? The company here has also set up a charity fund. They believe in giving back to the community. They're strictly audited and regulated. They have their own casino license, so they need to be careful with what they're doing. And they are truly aware that some people, or some companies out there, they make a lot of money, but they're not willing to share with others. And I like that about this company. They're actually taking 2% of their company-wide net profit and sharing it with orphanages and children's sports, child development, etc., etc. So look, that's it pretty much for this presentation. But I'm sure that some of you sitting there saying, I don't know if this is for me because I'm not a gambler, I don't play. Well, guess what? They are going to launch 5 other lines of business during this year. That means not only are you able to promote this business to people, but you'll also be able to promote other businesses to people. I'm not going to talk to you about what those businesses are because personally I don't know all that much yet. But I do believe from what I've heard, they sound very exciting. So guys, that's it for me. I hope that you've enjoyed this presentation as much as I have been enjoying sharing it with you. Get back to the person that invited you on to this webinar. And if you have any questions, then just get back to them and get signed up today. This is going to be big. Like I said, this is groundbreaking. So get ready for the next revolution. And thank you very much. I'll see you all on the top.